Challenge.
All right, welcome to another song titled Challenge, where you get inside the mind of a hit songwriter. The hit songwriter is my good friend, Mr. Brent Baxter. This is a super cool creative exercise, guys. In less than 18 minutes, we try to craft up, and when I mean we, I mean the royal we, as in Brent, and I hold his cocktail and shine his shoes. We try to craft 4 to 5 different conceptual approaches on how to write the lyrics. This is what happens in a pro write. Somebody comes in with a title, and maybe the first 10 to 15 minutes are spent trying to find some different angles on that title rather than just diving in with the most obvious thing, which sometimes is the right way to go, but oftentimes you're going to find a more creative way to approach it before you even start getting married to some of your best lyric lines, right? This is not a co-write. You own 100% of the song if we do your song on the air. And it's just fun, man. You can use some of it, don't use some of it. Just invite us to the number one party, whatever you do use. If you would like your song title to send them in and possibly have it have this treatment done on the air, send it to info@daredevilproduction.com. Production is singular. There is no S. Once again, info@daredevilproduction.com, and put song title challenge in the subject line, and we'll get it in the right folder, and then I spring them live to Brent on the air. He has no idea what we're about to pop out here, and just watch the boy squirm and flip around like a fish out of water, and then for 15 minutes, and then we say goodbye.
Put me out of my misery.
That's right. And then I step on his head and crash.
There we go.
All right. Are you ready? You got anything to add to that, first of all?
No. I hope it helps you on your songwriting journey. That's the point of this, to be valuable and hopefully be entertaining too, so it's not painful. But dig deeper. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm not ready.
Here you go. So we have done, a while back, we did another song from Jill Marie is our songwriter that promoted this, or that
Jill Marie.
Marie, Jill Marie, and the song title is "Empty Heartbeats."
Empty Heartbeats. All right. I'm making my little note here so I can see it, have it in front of me.
Empty Heartbeats.
Whew. Okay. So I like that there's some image there. I try to let the title write the song. And so I look at clues in the words and what they might mean. So empty, you think of, I think of empty promises. Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's a heartbeat. You like, it's so close I could feel your heart beating, this kind of stuff, but it's like an empty promise kind of thing. Negative, but it's there. We're just brainstorming. Mm-hmm. Empty meaning, same kind of thing as empty as a Monday morning church. Empty, longing, aching, loneliness, these negative type things, right? Empty heartbeat. Mm-hmm. So heartbeats. It could be as a marker of time. All these empty heartbeats. This time, almost like a metronome. Tick tock, tick tock. This empty time. It could be that lover that really wasn't in it. He has just empty heartbeats. It's just not because you got heart. You think of love, right? Mm-hmm. Emotion, all that stuff. So empty, something negative with heartbeats. It could be that, all that time we'd lie in bed or lie on the couch or whatever, and you're with my head on your chest, and now I know those. And I thought you loved me. I know those are just empty heartbeats. You're feeling the heartbeat or hearing the heartbeat on the chest. Yes.
Oh, okay. So 2 things. Hopefully I don't lose my train of thought. Number 1, they say all marriages have good years and bad years, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe you're describing getting through the bad years back into the good years, and they weren't just empty heartbeats.
Yeah, not
even
just.
Though they felt like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the all the roots grow deeper when it's dry.
Yeah.
When it's dry, whether the roots have to go down deeper to get to the water, and that's what really anchors the tree more. Those empty heartbeats. I like that. Yeah, definitely more positive.
The other thing is, to make it positive is if you talk about maybe trying to, help somebody through something, right? Mm-hmm. And it felt like empty heartbeats, but maybe it's the same twist on this the little derivative of what I just said, though. But it's not just empty heart. Like it's like when somebody says when you're in when you're in a breakup, like a really bad breakup, a really long relationship, you've either been in one or you've had a friend in one.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you're just so emotionally distraught that you got to focus on just breathing, right? Just breathe.
Yeah.
I've had days like that where I'm like, I just got to freaking think about breathing. That's it. I can't think of anything else, you know?
If I get that done, if I do that all day,
then I can go to sleep, and then tomorrow will be another day, you know?
Yeah.
And so maybe that could be like, hey, you know, these aren't empty heartbeats. Just keep breathing. It could be a positive sort of spin like that. I don't know.
Yeah. And I like the thing of, you know, what if you kind of combine some of those and it's, hey, you know, I know that maybe it's like it could be a female talking to another female, right? So you're doing the Reba thing of being the friend to the female listener. It's like, I know he broke yours, right? He broke your heart and everything. And all those nights you're with your head on his chest, whatever, you thought it was love, but it wasn't. It was lies. Those were just empty heartbeats. And, you know, just whatever, you know, that kind of thing. And then the second verse was like, no, but this is going to get you to where you want to go. And this time in between aren't just empty heartbeats.
Yeah.
You know, this time after this, recovering, being alone.
Oh.
It's not just empty heartbeats. It's not just wasted time. And then you...
Like the first verse are like his heartbeats.
His heartbeats
are her heartbeats.
Right. His were empty heartbeats, meaning like empty promises, right? The promise unfulfilled.
That's awesome.
Then yours is like, these aren't just empty. This isn't just empty time, wasted time, TikTok heartbeats. You know, this is not just that.
The time that you spent with him and the time you're going to spend getting over him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not just wasted. Okay. Why? Why is that not wasted?
Because you learned, right?
Because you learn, and you're gonna value things maybe you wouldn't have valued before. You're gonna see red flag, and you're gonna learn from it or whatever. It's getting you toward where you're supposed to be. And then you find, okay, what's kind of maybe the bridgey twist on it or something, or if there is another kind of twist in a bridge, or maybe just be verse chorus out kind of thing. But you know, is there another spin on that? So it's not just, you know, so it's like those were empty heartbeats. These aren't just empty heartbeats. And then what else?
What could you do something with the juxtaposition of, you know, filling up empty heartbeats?
You could, if you do it right.
Fill up my empty heart beats.
And empty. Or almost like, you know, hey, an empty heart beats a heart that's full of drama. You know, like I'd rather have nobody.
Like what's worse than an empty heartbeat?
Or like, you know, an empty heart beats a heart that's full of drama.
Right.
Or whatever. A heart that's full of, you know, maybe somebody that's coming out of it. Like, I'm just kind of empty, but you know what? I'm kind of emptied out of all
that's a good twist.
Negativity.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So I've almost bottomed out, or at least I've got rid of the crap. I moved all the crap out. Now I can start filling up with the good stuff.
An empty heart beats toxic something.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. That's good. What beats? What does it beat?
Yeah, exactly. So you just, you know, you're trying to roll these things around and just see what all there is there.
Like a perspective song, like where, you know, I got an empty heartbeat, and then, you know, the person that's being the guide in the song was like, well, there's a lot of things that an empty heart beats. A lot of things that, you know, like just just remember that, you know, you're not starving. You've got a roof over your head. You've got, you know, look at the positive things you have in your life right now. And that's the mindset change that you have to try to navigate out of this darkness. Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that an empty heart beats. You know, you're not spending all day looking through a pile of trash to find 2-liter bottles of Coke.
An empty heart beats an empty stomach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
So that might be interesting too. It's like, that is interesting. It's pretty heady. But there could be something there for sure. So far I'm liking the kind of I call it the Reba thing of, hey, yeah, those are just empty heartbeats. He empty promises. You know, he lied. I know that sucks, but you know what? This time, getting over him is preparing you for something else. These aren't just empty heartbeats, a waste of time. These aren't just, you know, that sort of.
It's the bridge. The bridge is an empty heartbeats this or that. There's the twist on the bridge.
Yeah, it could be like,
it's
hey,
freaking awesome.
it beats staying in something that's wrong. An empty heart beats staying in a love that's wrong. An empty heart beats,
Oh yeah, an empty heart beats staying in a toxic relationship if she was beat
or just
getting beat.
even in this story, it's like he didn't really love you. So an empty heart beats staying with a guy that didn't really love you, and so he didn't deserve you. An empty heart beats
song about how to be alone and be okay with
jumping right into another relationship that's not going to be any better because you haven't taken the time to lick your wounds and learn your lessons. An empty heart beats whatever, these other things. So it's in context of this story.
Yeah. Oh, that's killer, dude. We just wrote the song.
There we go.
You're with a couple words now.
All you need now is a melody, and hey, man, that's just notes. You only how many notes are there?
There's only 12.
There you go.
There ain't but 12 notes.
Right. But we done did the hard part because there's a lot more work. Heck, they're just 26 letters. That's just letters. No, but yeah, I'm liking that. So it's be hard to see beyond that. But we're only like 11 minutes in. Is there something else?
Because okay, let's keep
I'm digging that. I'm digging that. So it feels you kind of get both, but you string together where ultimately it's positive. And you're like, oh, we got different twist on it, so that each chorus is
and that's the kind of title.
Words, if you can do it with the same words, it's going to be brand new because you have a different context for it, and so it's going to keep the song interesting because we're going on this emotional journey. It's not just sitting there going, oh, I thought he loved me, but of course those are just empty heartbeats, and it sucks because I thought it was something, but oh, it's just empty heartbeats. I mean, okay, but that's just a downer that stays a downer, right?
Yeah.
But now it starts like, oh, that sucks. Oh, but look, on the bright side, here's a silver lining.
Yeah.
If you're going to show a dark cloud, it's usually a good idea to show that silver lining to give us with some hope and a little bit of a lesson and a perspective change. What's the value in the song?
And a twist, like that's something that'll blow a publisher's mind. They're like, oh, empty heartbeats, okay. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh,
exactly.
His empty heartbeats, now your empty heartbeats, and then an empty heart beats being with that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And, it may be hard to see it now, but an empty heart beats, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And there's value in that because if somebody's going through that, it could help give them words for what they're going through and a perspective to go, okay, it's hard to see that silver lining in the midst of the dark cloud here, but there's some hope. That's value. That's service through your song.
That is service because you know what? Everybody wants
versus wallowing. Right?
Everybody's afraid of empty heart and empty heartbeat.
Yeah, we don't want
afraid of being alone.
Yeah, we don't want that.
And saying that, hey, sometimes you need to be alone.
It's okay. There's
you
value.
Need to be alone for a little while. Yeah, like you said, lick your wounds and learn your lessons. And there's value in being alone. There's value in empty heartbeats. Oh, that's good. It's gonna be hard to beat, man. I don't know.
It's gonna be hard to beat.
I think we just called this a short episode. I don't know where else we can go there.
I know. Okay, so empty heartbeats. Let's just try and rapid fire speed.
Empty heartbeats can fill up something. Like can fill up your soul. Empty heartbeats can fill up your cup. I don't know.
Yeah, empty heartbeats. I mean, it could be, is it something about death where it's just empty heartbeats? There's kind of like means no heartbeat.
Empty heartbeats are full of something. Empty heartbeats are full of lessons. Empty heartbeats are full of hope. Empty heartbeats are full of rebuilding or
right. And just playing off the empty full thing, which is always fun to play off that stuff to generate some ideas. Empty heartbeats. There you go. Oh man, there's something in there. An empty heartbeats, something else, is different angle. Empty heartbeats. It's different because it's beats. It's not just an empty heart. And so that's, full glasses and empty heartbeats. Empty heart beats a full glass. I wonder if there's something there about, heck, I don't know.
Or I guess what's kind of the same thing, but that's what an empty heart beats.
Yeah, that might be how you wrap it back around. Empty heart beats this, blah, 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 and all that's what an empty heart beats.
Yeah.
So don't hate on your empty heartbeats,
Yeah.
But I think there's some stuff there, Jill Marie. I hope before we run this train,
that's really good. That
slow grinding halt.
That just happened.
There we go.
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end of another awesome song title challenge. And now, Brent, if let's say Jill Marie wants to write the song with you, or there might be some people out there that have like a really killer title that maybe you're a little apprehensive about putting it on the air. So what can they do?
Yeah, I do some one-on-one private consulting, private coaching. And so you can get all the details. You can see my schedule. You can, there's a FAQ on there. So frequently asked questions. Hey, this is how it works, that sort of thing. And you can find all that at songwritingpro.com/coaching, songwritingpro.com/coaching. Basically, we can prepare your song. If you come in with a title like this, like Empty Heartbeats. Hey, I think it's cool. I don't know what to do with it. Or I'm thinking about doing this. We can brainstorm that stuff out, or we can repair your song. You come in with a finished song or whatever, and I can see, try to kick the tires on it and see, give you my opinion on it. Or if you just have questions about the art, craft, or songwriting, business of songwriting. Hey, what do publishers do? What are publishing deals like? What's the royalties? How do you make your money? Do you sell a song? All that stuff. All that stuff is on the table for me to help you with however much I can. So songwritingpro.com/coaching. We'll do our best for you.
There you go. Boom. So you know what? Like it's you get in the room with or via Skype with the pro and just kind of learn how to do it better yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do phone, we do Skype, Zoom.
Yeah. Killer. Oh, that's right. Zoom. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. But Skype, FaceTime.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, that brings us to the end of another song title challenge. If you would like to submit your songs to have me spring them live to Brent on the air, send them to info@daredevilproduction.com. Production is singular. There is no S. info@daredevilproduction.com. Put song title challenge in the subject line so it gets in the right folder. And man, I just kind of go back and there's some of these like that. Don't jump out of me one day, and then I don't know, 6 weeks later they jump out of me. I'm like, let's try this. So anyway, guys, that's what we're doing here. This podcast exists because we want you to win.
So keep on climbing. Is that my line? No, I think that's your line. You say it.
Oh yeah. So keep on climbing.
And we'll see you at the top.
I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Podcast ending episode challenge.
My empty heart beats.
An empty head.
My empty head beats.
Song title challenge.